Welcome, sadhakas. We are consolidating Vedic Ganita results reached at. Today, we are concentrating upon first letter A, sixth vowel. We are trying to consolidate about the first letter under 11 heads. First letter, frequency of occurrence, sthapatya, different roles of 6 space, hypercube 6 and frequency of occurrence, manifestation of 6 space content within 4 space, frequency of occurrence of distinct letters of Ganita Sutra 1, distinct letters of Ganita Sutra 1 and distinct letters of entire text, total 519 letters of text of Ganita Sutras and Sutras, and total frequency 173 of distinct letters of Ganita Sutra 1. TCV values parallel, TCV 1 is equal to TCV 3, and finally the first letter as structural key of Ganita Sutra 1. With it, now let us visit first letter. First letter of text of Ganita Sutras is A, the sixth vowel. TCV A is 6. VCV A is 0. Number value 6 is the value of first perfect number 6. Numbers 1 to 6 lead to factors 1 to 8. Numbers range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gives rise to 2 raised to power 5 frequency of choices for value 6. One of these is 6 is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 6 times. And last is 6 is equal to 6. Number 6 is unique perfect number as the sum of its proper divisors 1, 2, 3 as well as the product of these proper divisors is equal to 6, which feature is no more available to any other perfect number. The double-digit numbers of 6 place value system are 5 cross 7 is 35, and the first triple-digit number 100 of 6 place value system is of value 36 of 10 place value system. 100 is equal to 36 plus 64 brings to focus as that TCV values of first letter of 16 Ganita Sutras is 64. One may have a pause here and take note that first letter of first sutra, A, is of TCV value 6. The first letter of second sutra, Na, is of TCV value 8. And like that, we will reach the first letter of the 16th sutra, Ga, of TCV value 3. Summation value of all these is 64. Further, the transcendence for formulation, Purvena, through its vowels of text of 7 letters is 7 into 64, while the transcendence through vowels of Ekadikena is 284, one more than 283. The total letters of text of Ganita Sutras 1 to 6. One shall sit comfortably and be through these values, features of the first letter. Frequency of occurrence. The frequency of occurrence of letter A, sixth vowel, in the text of Ganita Sutras is 12, while in Upsutras is 10, making total frequency being 10 plus 12 is equal to 22. Sthapatya geometric format. Sthapatya geometric format parallel to TCV6 is 6 space. 6 space Sthapatya features are 6 space content, 6 space content lump, 6 space content lump manifestation and 6 space domain D6, 6 space body, 6 space body manifestation within 4 space is hypercube 6, a full unit body of 4 folds, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 space as dimension, 5 space as boundary, 6 space as domain, and 7 space origin. And further, hypercube 6 of half unit body of 4 folds, 5, 5.5, 6, and 6.5. One shall sit comfortably and be parallel with it, as that within 4 space, which is of a spatial order, there manifest full unit as well as half unit bodies. This is the unique feature of the creators of space, which deserves to be comprehended and imbibed well. Different roles of 6 space. 6 prominent roles of 6 space are: 6 space as dimension of 8 space, 6 space as boundary of 7 space, 6 space as domain of hypercube 6, 6 space as origin of 5 space, 6 space as base of 5 space, origin of 4 space, 6 space as format of 5 space, base of 4 space, origin of 3 space. These 6 distinct roles of 6 space permit depiction as 6 cross 6 grid. One shall sit comfortably and be parallel with it, as these 6 distinct roles of 6 space are ultimately going to be the foundational base of the discipline of Vedic mathematics or Ganita Sutras. Hypercube 6 and frequency of occurrence of first letter in the text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras. Hypercube 6 is of 4 folds, 4, 5, 6, 7 of summation value 22, which is parallel with the total frequency of occurrence of first letter A, 6th vowel, in the text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras both. One shall sit comfortably and be parallel with it. One shall comprehend this feature of the organization, of the composition of the text of Ganita Sutras and Upsutras. And it will also bring to focus as to how the first letter is playing its important role. Further, manifestation of 6 space content within 4 space. It is going to be a very, very blissful feature for the modern mind, for the modern systems, for the modern mathematics. It is going to be a highly, highly new approach. Ancient wisdom has absolutely different comprehension, and the mathematics is also that way, of absolutely different values. 6 space content splits the spectrum, the split spectrum of 6 space content within 4 spaces as 6 space domain and a pair of 4 space dimensions and 2 spaces dimension of dimension. Parallel quadruple values 6, 4, 4, 2 equal to 16 are parallel with the value of the dimensional frame of quadruple spatial dimensions of 4 space. Manifestation within 4 space as 4 space content D4 and as 4 space body hypercube 4 together, being of value 8 of D4 and value 14 as summation value of 4 folds of hypercube 4. Value 8 of D4 together with the value 14 of H4 as summation value 22 is parallel with the summation value of 4 folds 4, 5, 6, 7 of hypercube 6, the representative regular body, a full unit of 6 space and 4 space. One shall sit comfortably, one shall be parallel with it. It is this comprehension, it is this vision, it is this bliss which will make modern mind highly flourished. Modern mind can be parallel with the Vedic systems only by having complete imbibing of the manifestation feature of 6 space content within 4 space. Frequency of occurrence of distinct letters of Ganita Sutra 1. Text of Ganita Sutra 1 is a composition of 16 letters, of which only 12 are distinct letters, 5 being the vowels and 7 being the consonants. The tabulation is about these 5 vowels: A, 6th vowel, O, elongated first vowel, E, 2nd vowel, first vowel, and elongated 3rd vowel, and 7 distinct Consonant letters are ka, dha, na, pa, ra, wa, and ana. Let us be parallel with this tabulation. And this tabulation, when is changed further for the frequency of occurrence of these letters in the text of Ganita Sutras 1 to 16, then as is the tabulation, then first letter A is having frequency 12 in the text of Ganita Sutras, and elongated first vowel has frequency 14, E is having frequency 6, O is having 69, O is having 10, Ka is 8, Dha is 2, Na is 17, Pa is 7, Ra is 11, Va is 9, and Ana is 8, making total frequency as 173. Let us sit comfortably. The distinct letters of Ganita Sutra 1 and distinct letters of entire text be observed. The distinct letters of entire text of Ganita Sutra and Sub-Sutras are 36 as tabulated. And the distinct letters of the text of Ganita Sutra 1 are 12 as tabulated. Now, let us have a fresh visit to these pairs of values. 519 letters, the total number of letters of text of Ganita Sutras, and frequency 173 of distinct letter of Ganita Sutra 1 brings us face to face with that 519 is equal to 3 times 173. And it is, when viewed in the context of TCV 1 is equal to TCV 3, then one can be blissfully parallel with as to how the Ganita Sutra 1 becomes the source of Sutra. Further, TC values parallel TCV 1 is equal to TCV 3 deserves to be comprehended fully. One shall sit comfortably and let us be parallel with the enlightenment preserved in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna, incarnation of Lord Vishnu, the presiding deity of 6 space, bestows enlightenment in divine dialogue of Srimad Bhagavad Gita that amongst aksharas, syllables, he is akara, the first vowel. So the Lord of 6 space is the first vowel. So it is here, aksharanam akaro asmi, 33rd shlok of the 10th chapter. See, 6 as 1 is the feature, as 6 is equal to 5 plus 1. In 6 place value system, this organization would mean the 6 as of double digit expression is 10 and Shat is 10. The biggest hyper divisor, proper divisor of 6 is 3. Sum of digits of 10 is 1 plus 0 is 1. TCV 1 is equal to TCV 3. The first letter A, amongst others, and amongst the values and features domain, is a Varan letter. It is Swara, it is Akshara, it is Matrika. It will be blissful to sit comfortably and to glimpse and imbibe all these values and features to be parallel with the first letter, the 6th vowel of the text of Ganita Sutras. Once we will be parallel with these features, then we can be blissfully parallel with these organization features, as that Ganita Sutra 1 is the source of Sutra. Letters of Ganita Sutra 1 preserve the structural keys of Ganita Sutras 1 to 16. Structural keys of Ganita Sutras 1 to 16 are preserved in sequence and order of the letters of Ganita Sutra 1. First letter A, as Thapatya geometric format, sequentially unfolds the structural keys parallel with the TC values 64272468 15637 671 of 16 letters, the text of Ganita Sutras. Let us sit comfortably. This is parallel with the transcendence within six-space domain along the dimensional frame of six-space, which has first three steps, 6, 4, 2, is of reach from six-space domain to four-space dimension to two-space dimension of dimension. The values triple, 6, 4, 2, is parallel with TC values triple of formulation Rishi, seer. Rishi glimpses the origin. Fourth step of value 7 is parallel with 7 space as origin of 6 space. A raised to power 7 into 14 B raised to power 6 is the domain boundary formulation of 7 space. TCV sub is 14. Transcendence through origin 7 space is going to be a transcendence to other hemisphere of solar universe 6 space sun, and value 6 plus 4 plus 2 plus 7, 19 is parallel with TCV through the pole star. This transcendence flow is of reach and format within six-space domain through six-space origin, and it amounts to transition and transformation from four-space as dimension to six-space to five-space as dimension of seven-space, and with it there is transition from formulation Eka Adhikena to formulation Purvena. It will be blissful to sit comfortably and to glimpse and imbibe these unfolding values and steps. Graphic curves manifest as under. Let us sit comfortably. Let us be parallel with, see the Purvena and Eka Adhikena. When make a sequence as that, Purvena means the previous one and Eka Adhikena means one more than the previous state, then the transcendental code values of Sthapatya geometric formats of the structural keys of Ganita Sutras 1 to 16 are sequentially unfolding, which is sequentially taking us from six-space domain to four-space dimension to two-space dimension of dimension. Seer takes two glimpses, the origin, seven space of six space, and then there is a transition and transformation from northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere, and with it one is sequentially reaching the Asht Prakriti, and then there is a transition, inherent transition, and it is Purvena. When the four space as dimension of six space transits and transforms into five space as the dimension of seven space. It is really very, very blissful phase and stage of understanding and comprehension. Let us sit comfortably. Let us be parallel with it. And once we will be parallel with it, we will be realizing that yes, we have a mental catch of the structural keys preserved by the first letter as the structural key of the first sutra, as well as it is the structural master key of the bunch of keys. Thank you very much.